Hey, Superwoman. This is Kalua at Collusion Health and Harmony. I hope you are amazing today. So today's topic, I want to get back to basics. I've been doing a lot on mindset and different things to really change the way we think. Our thoughts become our beliefs, and then our beliefs really dictate how we live our lives. So, in changing our beliefs, we change our thoughts, and, we really work on that mindset. But I want to get back to the very basics, the things that even make you want to change your mindset, make you want to feel better and have better things in your life. And one of the most basic things is the fuel that you're putting into your body. Right. So this was actually one of my main motivators for getting into coaching with people. Is I used to be a program director at a residential program for people with mental health issues. And so, the people who lived there had pretty significant issues: schizophrenia, major depressive disorder, schizoaffective, bipolar, obsessive compulsive, all these different types of issues that were really affecting the quality of their life and making it difficult to live their life the way that they wanted to live it. And then, hand in hand with that oftentimes comes substance abuse, which of course will also throw things way off. So one of the things that we really wanted to do with this program was shift. So many times you hear mental illness, and we wanted to shift the focus of the home from mental illness to mental wellness, right? And in doing that, we were looking at this, kind of holistic approach, looking at the environment, looking at the foods that, were being put into everyone, and looking at the thoughts and the behaviors. And so one of our interventions was changing the foods and taking caffeine out of the home, actually. So we provided coffee, and up to that point, we had been providing caffeinated. So what we agreed was that we would continue to provide coffee, but it would be decaffeinated. And if you wanted to go out and get a soda with caffeine or, coffee with caffeine, you were welcome to do that, during your time. But here in the home, what we will provide to you is decaffeinated. And then the foods that we're going to provide to you, we wanted to start providing more variety in vegetables and, fruits and vegetables, and just having some better quality foods available. And so we made those changes, and the changes that we saw in the people were so significant. I was coming at this like, yeah, this is going to be huge. This is really going to help people in managing their symptoms. This is really going to be a good thing. And then this alone ended up being so big that even I was surprised at the results. I didn't even expect it to be this big. I used to come in every morning, and I was greeted at the door by someone who lived there who was really anxious all of the time and felt like, people were coming after her, and, just around every corner, there was somebody coming to kill her, actually. And every morning I was greeted by her kind of freaking out, and I'd bring her in my office, and we'd talk for a while, and she'd eventually get to this place where she was calmed down enough to go out and maybe resume part of her day, at least till lunch. and this was every morning. And after a few days of just these little shifts with the food and the caffeine, one morning she wasn't there when I walked through the door. So I thought I got away with something. I quick slipped into my office to get some work done. And then I'm working along, and I realized, wow, I'm being really productive. What's happening? Oh, wait, where is she? And so I went out looking for her. And she was there. I said, hey, how are you doing today? She was like, oh, I'm good. Why? No reason. Okay. I mean, that was huge. And then other people, just the way their symptoms came down, really significant symptoms like, with schizophrenia, you're hearing voices or you're seeing things, sometimes these voices are screaming and sometimes they're whispering. And so when that can take it from screaming to whispering, just that small little change, that's huge. That's huge. And so this was helping the symptoms of some really significant mental health issues. Now, when you look at the mental health issues that really plague us on a day-to-day basis, some anxiety. We all have some anxiety, from stress and everything. Sometimes there's some depression going on. It can be situational, it can be ongoing. Many people do experience some bipolar symptoms, right? And especially bipolar, when you're eating the foods that aren't going to help you, it really takes that coaster up and down so much more extremely. So my challenge to you is, if you don't feel like you think you should be feeling, if you don't feel as great as I feel like you should be feeling, look at what it is that you're taking in on a daily basis. Sometimes you can keep a food journal and writing down what is it you're eating at what time and how you felt throughout the day. So sometimes people will start to see like, oh man, I felt like I wanted to hit my head on a brick wall at 10 a.m. because at 7 a.m. I ate this really sugary cereal breakfast. You can start making associations with how you feel versus what you've eaten, and start to see that they are so much in alignment with each other. One does not function without the other. It's your gas, right? This is how you thrive, is by choosing foods that are going to work best for you. So let me know if you need any support. Accountability is a huge one on this. Making these kinds of changes can take time. And, I know that I needed to give myself a little reality check not too long ago and clean up some things again for myself. So, sometimes we slide back off and we need a little check-in to get back into good habits. So I would love to hear how you're doing, what you're doing great with, what you're struggling with, and please reach out if I can be any support for you. I love to do a free coaching call with you or a calendar strategy session. Reach out and I'll talk soon. Be amazing. Bye, Super Lady.